Have you ever felt an inexplicable presence guiding you, a quiet whisper in your heart, or a subtle sign that seemed too meaningful to ignore? These moments, though fleeting, are often reminders that you are not alone. Today, we'll uncover how divine signs might be at work in your life, revealing God's love and guidance in ways you may not have noticed before. Stay with us as we explore these profound messages of hope and connection. Before we dive deeper into discovering these incredible divine signs, I'd love to invite you to join our growing community. If you're here, it's because you're searching for deeper connection and understanding in your spiritual journey. So go ahead and click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video filled with faith-filled insights, powerful reflections and messages designed to help you recognize God's presence in your life. Stay with us as we uncover the beauty of these divine moments and strengthen your relationship with Him. Life can often feel overwhelming, with daily challenges making it hard to feel connected to something greater. Have you ever wondered, where is God in all of this? Perhaps you faced moments of doubt, feeling isolated or unsure if your prayers were heard. But what if those silent moments were invitations, not absences? Many people have shared experiences of unexplained peace, meaningful symbols, or even a comforting presence when they needed it most. These are not coincidences. They are signs that God is present, actively working in your life. Whether it's a moment of clarity during confusion or a sense of peace amidst chaos, these experiences are divine reminders that you are loved and guided. Today, we'll help you identify these signs, showing how they can transform your faith and bring you closer to the purpose God has for you. Today, we'll explore 7 remarkable signs that reveal God's presence in your life. These subtle yet profound messages, whether through symbols, dreams, moments of peace, or intuitive clarity, serve as reminders that you are never alone. By understanding and embracing these signs, you can deepen your faith and trust in His guidance, even in the most challenging times. Let's uncover how these divine moments can transform your perspective and renew your hope. Have you ever come across an object so unexpected yet so meaningful that it made you pause? A feather, a coin, or even a cross etched in the sand might seem ordinary at first glance, but they can hold deep spiritual significance. These symbols often serve as gentle reminders of God's presence, whispering that you are seen and cared for. Psalm 91:4 tells us, "He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge." These moments aren't coincidences. They are expressions of divine protection and love. Often they appear when you need them the most, even if you don't realize it at the time. For example, a feather might symbolize God's sheltering care, a coin could remind you of His provision, and a cross may reaffirm the boundless love He demonstrated through Christ. Even a rainbow appearing unexpectedly can feel like a personal message of hope and renewal. When you encounter such symbols, take a moment to reflect. What might this mean for you? Could it be God's way of telling you He's near, or reminding you of His promises? By pausing to acknowledge these signs, you transform an ordinary object into an extraordinary experience of faith. Embrace these moments with gratitude. They are not just happenstance, they are divine gestures meant to comfort, guide, and strengthen you. Each of these symbols invites you to trust more deeply in God's care and to walk forward with renewed confidence in His presence, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. Have you ever heard a faint sound, a soft whisper, a gentle hum, or an inexplicable tone that seemed to capture your attention for no apparent reason? These subtle sounds might be more than random occurrences. They could be divine nudges, calling you to pause and listen. In 1 Kings 19:12, God speaks to Elijah, not in a powerful wind, an earthquake, or a fire, but in a still, small voice. This reminds us that God often communicates in ways that require quiet hearts and open minds. These moments might occur during times of decision-making, reflection, or even in the middle of daily tasks, as if to gently redirect your focus toward Him. Such sounds could come at just the right moment, a soft melody playing out of nowhere, the rustling of leaves in an otherwise silent place, or even a whisper within your soul that seems to say, "I am here." These auditory signs invite you to slow down and be present, creating space for deeper connection with God. When you experience these moments, resist the urge to dismiss them as mere coincidence. Instead, take a deep breath, quiet your surroundings, and pray. Lord, what are you trying to tell me? These instances are invitations to tune in to the divine wisdom that seeks to guide and reassure you. Remember, God doesn't always speak loudly. Often his voice is gentle and intentional, designed to reach those who are willing to listen. Embrace these whispers of grace as signs that he is near, offering encouragement, guidance, and the assurance that you are never walking alone. Have you ever seen a sudden burst of light or a shimmering glow in a place where it seemed out of place? These unexpected flashes can often be a divine sign, a subtle reminder that God's presence is illuminating your life, even in the darkest moments. In John 8:12, Jesus says, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness but will have the light of life." These words remind us that God's light is always with us, guiding our steps and shining brightly even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Whether it's a beam of sunlight cutting through dark clouds, the reflection of light on a surface, or even a moment of clarity that seems to light up your soul, these flashes are often reminders that God's guidance is always available. These visual cues serve as affirmations that he is present in our lives, lighting the way forward, even when we are surrounded by confusion or fear. If you notice such moments of light, take a moment to appreciate them as a divine touch. Ask yourself, what is God trying to show me in this moment? These moments of illumination might be a sign that God is guiding you, helping you see more clearly, or offering reassurance that he's walking with you. Embrace these instances of light as gifts. They are reminders that God's love and guidance are never far from us. In a world that can often feel dark, these flashes of light invite us to walk in faith, knowing that his presence will always guide us through the shadows. Have you ever experienced a sudden wave of peace, almost as if a weight had been lifted off your shoulders? These moments, where everything feels calm and serene despite the chaos around you, are often divine signs that God's comforting presence is near. In Philippians 4:7, we are reminded that the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. This peace isn't of our own making. It is a gift from God, a deep inner calm that reassures us when we face life's challenges. These moments of unexpected peace often come when we need them the most, in times of grief, uncertainty, or when we're making tough decisions. It can feel like a divine embrace, reminding us that no matter what we face, we are not alone. This peace can settle in our hearts in the middle of turmoil, and it's a clear sign that God is with us, offering comfort and strength. When you experience this kind of peace, pause for a moment to appreciate it. Take a deep breath and thank God for his presence in your life. These moments are reminders that God is always with us, even in the most difficult times. Accept this peace as a sign of his love and care. It is a tangible reminder that God's grace is at work in our lives, helping us navigate through storms with a heart full of trust. In times of doubt or fear, this peace is a gentle reminder that God is holding us close, comforting us with his unshakable love. If this video is resonating with you and helping you recognize the divine signs around you, please give it a like. This small action can help others discover these meaningful messages and be encouraged in their own faith journey. Also, we'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments. Have you noticed any of these signs in your life? How have they impacted your relationship with God? Your story might inspire others to open their hearts to the divine presence in their lives. Don't hesitate to share. Let's grow together. In faith. Have you ever found an object in an unexpected place and felt it carried a message just for you? It could be a coin, a stone, or even something as simple as a leaf, yet it holds special significance. These small, seemingly insignificant items can actually be signs from God, reminders of his constant presence and care for you. In Matthew 10:30, Jesus tells us, "And even the very hairs of your head are all numbered." This shows how deeply God cares about every detail of our lives. Even the smallest of objects can be used by him to communicate love, encouragement, and guidance. For example, finding a coin when you're feeling financially stressed can be a reminder of God's provision. A stone in a meaningful shape might be a symbol of the stability he provides during difficult times. These objects aren't just things. They're tangible reminders that God is actively involved in the details of our lives, showing us that we are seen and valued. When you come across such an object, take a moment to reflect on its significance. Ask yourself, what might this object be telling me? It could be an encouragement to trust in God's provision, a sign of His protection, or simply a reminder that He is with you in both big and small ways. Embrace these moments with gratitude. They are more than coincidences. They are divine touches that affirm God's love and care for you. Through these objects, He speaks directly into your life, showing you that He is aware of every aspect of your journey, providing reminders of His faithfulness in even the smallest details. Have you ever felt a comforting presence when you were alone, as if someone was right beside you, offering peace and support? These experiences, when you feel surrounded by an invisible yet loving presence, are often divine signs that God is with you, even in your most solitary moments. In Isaiah 41:10, God reassures us, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you." These words remind us that God's presence is constant, even when we feel isolated or overwhelmed. A comforting presence during a time of loneliness can be a powerful reminder that we are never truly alone. These moments often appear when we face difficult situations, whether it's grief, a tough decision, or simply a time of deep uncertainty. The feeling of someone standing with you can be a sign that God's angels are surrounding you, offering peace and comfort when you need it most. When you experience this presence, pause and acknowledge it. Take a deep breath and reflect on the comfort it brings. This is a reminder that God's love transcends our physical circumstances, and that even in our moments of solitude, He is by our side. Embrace these experiences as gifts from God. They remind us that His love and care are always with us, providing the strength we need to face whatever comes our way. The presence of God is not bound by time or space. It is always near, bringing comfort and peace when we need it the most. Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt so vivid, so real, that it stayed with you long after? Or have you had a sudden, powerful intuition that guided your decisions or gave you clarity in a moment of uncertainty? These experiences are not merely coincidence. They are often the ways God communicates with us, especially when our hearts and minds are most open. In Matthew 2:12, we see how God used dreams to guide the wise men, warning them not to return to King Herod. In the same way, God may use dreams and deep intuitions to provide insight, offer guidance, or even warn us of danger. These divine messages often contain symbols or feelings that resonate deeply with our spirit, giving us a sense of direction or peace. Dreams that feel meaningful can be filled with symbolism, a personal message that aligns with what God wants to communicate. Similarly, an intuitive feeling, a sudden knowing or inner peace about a choice can be a sign of God's guidance in action. These moments invite us to trust in His wisdom and His ability to lead us through both big decisions and everyday challenges. If you experience a vivid dream or a strong intuition, take time to reflect on it. Ask God for clarity and understanding of what He might be revealing to you. These experiences are divine invitations to trust His plan and to be open to His guidance. Recognize these moments as powerful signs from God, whether through dreams or intuitive feelings. They are messages that He is actively involved in your life, offering you direction, protection, and peace in ways that only He can provide. Recognizing these signs in your life is more than just a spiritual exercise. It's an invitation to deepen your connection with God. Each symbol, each moment of peace, and every dream or intuition is a reminder that you are never alone. God is constantly reaching out, offering comfort, guidance, and reassurance in the midst of life's uncertainties. As C.S. Lewis said, "The pain we experience is not in vain. It shapes our souls." These signs, however small, are a testament to God's ongoing care and love. They are moments to stop, reflect, and open your heart to His presence. Today, make a conscious choice to recognize these divine moments. They are not coincidences. but rather God's way of reaffirming His presence in your life. Trust that He is always near, guiding you with love and care, no matter what you face. If these reflections have touched your heart, I invite you to take a step further in your spiritual journey. Please give this video a like to help others discover these divine signs in their lives. Your small action can make a big difference in spreading God's message of love and guidance. Also, share your own experiences in the comments. Have you ever noticed any of these signs in your life? How did they impact your faith? Your story might be just the encouragement someone else needs to recognize the presence of God in their own life. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future content. Together, let's walk in faith, trusting that God is guiding us every step of the way. As we reach the end of this reflection, remember that each sign we've discussed is a powerful reminder of God's endless love for you. These moments, whether through symbols, sudden peace, or dreams, are not mere coincidences. They are divine manifestations of His presence, reminding you that you are never truly alone. C.S. Lewis wisely said, "You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." These signs are invitations to trust that no matter where you are in life, God is with you, guiding and empowering you every step of the way. Each of these signs, whether a quiet whisper or a radiant light, is a call to deepen your relationship with God and to walk with greater confidence in His purpose for your life. These divine moments are reminders that you are loved beyond measure and that God's care surrounds you in all circumstances. Today, choose to recognize and embrace these signs. They are more than just fleeting moments. They are God reaching out to you, offering love, guidance, and reassurance. In a world full of distractions, these divine touches serve as anchors to remind you that His love never fails. As you move forward, trust that the journey ahead, no matter how challenging, is always lit by His presence. Thank you for joining us today, and may your faith continue to grow, filled with the peace and light that only God can provide.